Holy smokes.
Hey everyone, Selwyn here for Wynn Strength. On today's quick training tip, I'll be going over one little trick that's helped me with balance and stability during the overhead press. We're just going through some warm-ups now. But that one quick tip is really imagine pushing your head through a window. So all that is really once that barbell passes your forehead and clears the top of your head, you're gonna wanna drive your head forward as much as possible once that barbell is clear from your head so you don't hit yourself in the face. Because obviously when we start the overhead press, the barbell is going to be here on our clavicle, our head's going to be looking up or as push back as possible to avoid knocking ourselves out. It's never fun. But once that barbell goes past the forehead, we're going to want to drive our head forward and then continue to push that way. And what that's going to do is it's going to realign the body and make sure we're moving the body around the barbell rather than moving the barbell around the body. The reason for this is because as we have a weight in front of us, our tendency is to lean back in order to counterbalance that weight. And obviously try holding something really heavy. Even here, you're probably not going to be standing upright completely, like you're not going to have a completely straight back if you look from the side. You're going to start leaning back a little bit. And obviously that's just to help with your balance, because once you start doing this, you're going to fall forward at some point. Now, because we know that straight lines are strong and straight lines are more efficient, we want to make sure that that barbell path is as straight as possible. We don't want to introduce any derivations from going straight up and down, because that's going to be the path of least resistance. So what this will help us do is, rather than leaning back and pushing the barbell away from us, because as you lean back, you're going to start doing this and you're going to get more off balance, and you're going to have to engage more muscle groups that aren't necessarily there to help you create that most efficient movement pattern. So when we push our head forward as much as possible, what we're really doing is making sure our body is as underneath the barbell as possible, ensuring that straight bar path. The mental cue is that you're going to be pushing your head forward and pushing that barbell almost behind you. It's going to feel off balance at first, but when you get to it and you actually start lifting some heavy weights, all it's going to be doing is lining your body and barbell up so that it's getting pushed up in one straight line. You're not actually going to be driving the barbell behind you, and you're not going to be counted forward too much. You're really going to end up being directly on that bar path when you follow these little mental cue, and it's going to look a little something like this. So what you notice there is, even though I'm just thinking of moving my head past the barbell as soon as it clears, the rest of my upper torso kind of lines up underneath that barbell. And that does feel like I'm pushing forward, but in actuality, I am just standing back straight again because that barbell has cleared the path. And rather than trying to move the barbell in this curved line around the head, you want to move the head around the barbell so that the barbell stays in that straight, efficient line. Hopefully you found that useful and you can use it in your next overhead pressing session. This has been Selwyn from Wynn Strength, and remember, a better life through strength.